Hi, welcome everybody to Vlogger John. I hope you guys having a good time fishing. So today's video, we are going to talk about whitefish fishing in details. So I'm going to show you my hard-earned setup, how to target whitefish. The same method can be used for all the carp species found in India and Kerala. If you are targeting rohu or anabas or grass carp or any carp species, any species that eat worm. In Canada, it can be used for targeting pike, walleye and whitefish. So this is our setup, guys. Okay, we have one bead here, then a sliding float. You can buy it online. I can give you the link where to buy all this stuff. You can get everything from Walmart or Canadian Tire. So one bead, then a sliding bobber, then another bead, then a sliding weight. So buy a weight 1 by 4 ounce, or else what's gonna happen, you throw it out in the water and the bobber will sink too much if you use too much weight. So buy 1 by 4 ounce egg weight or the sliding weight. So that's the setup. A bead, then a floating, a bobber and another bead and a inline weight and a swirl. And you have to use, that's our worm. You can see that's our worm. So you can make the worm using size 8 or size 6 octopus hook. So size 6 or size 8 octopus hook, buy that one. Then you can use copper wire. You can take it out from the electrical cord or wire, make it look like a worm. So if you have the size 8 or size 6 octopus hook, and you can buy that wire online too. I can give you the link. Use the wire to wrap it around, and that's the hook, and you have a stopper. And for your hook to connect to the swirl, use a 6 to 8 pound line, monofilament. Okay, not more than 8 pound monofilament, because the whitefish or the carp species are very much, they are very specific. They are very picky. So if you use very heavy line, there is a chance that they are not going to bite on your worm. Okay, it's gonna look like a bloodworm. Any worm. There is a lot of technical terms: San Juan worm, bloodworm, stuff like that. Buy a size 8 or size 6 octopus hook and wrap your wire around it, and it will do the trick. So guys, size 6 or size 8 octopus hook and a wire, wrap it around. So our hook gonna look like, I'm gonna show you. This is how our hook gonna look like. And there is actually a soft bead. It's a soft bead. You can buy it online too. See, look at our hook. Okay, just wrap the wire around the hook and put a bead, a soft bead in between. And you can buy the soft beads online too. And the soft bead gonna look like this. Different size of soft bead. So you can make a lot of lures, because I have tons of lures here. And the octopus hook I am talking, this is the octopus hook, guys. So if you can see, that's the octopus hook I bought. So size 8 or size 6 octopus hook, and wrap your copper wire around and put the soft plastic lure bead inside, and that will look like a bloodworm or a San Juan worm or something like that. And I showed you the setup. And find out what is the depth of the water. So all the people from Kerala, I want to give you special information. So if you're fishing in the river, we don't have too many lakes in Kerala. So in the river, you find out what's the depth of the water somehow. You can see like it can be from 5 feet to 20 feet or whatever. You can find it out. Then make sure like your hook is 1 foot away from the bottom. So 1 foot away from the bottom. It should not be touching the bottom. It should not be so up from the bottom. And so make sure your stopper is adjusted in a way that it will be 1 foot away from the bottom. Okay. Then the next thing, we have to cast out the our setup, our hook. Don't use anything on the hook. Some people use maggots, some people use worms, some people use trout magnets or plastics, like plastic worms. Don't use anything, guys. Just don't use nothing. It's just the hook that will do the trick. And I have tried with the worms and other stuff, and it didn't work out. So I suggest you guys to not to put anything, just the hook hanging 1 foot above the bottom. And now I will show you. There is a few more techniques I have learned that from. I looked at people who actually whitefish, sit out and leave the float just sitting there, leave the hook sitting there. It won't bite. You have to always shake the bobber so the hook will look like a worm. It will imitate like a worm, then only it will bite. If you just cast it out and leave the bobber to go down, it won't happen. You have to always do that jerky movement, always jig it, guys. So if you jig it, then only the whitefish will bite on it. And don't wait for the bobber to go down all the way down for you to set the hook, because the whitefish has very soft mouth. All the carp species, they have very soft mouth. So if you let the fish to take it, and they will just spit it out. So as soon as the bobber goes down, set the hook and reel it in. And you should always carry a net to get the fish, because like I said, it has got a very soft mouth, and the hook is like we put the wire all around the hook, and there is only 1/4 of the hook is available for you to actually hook the fish inside the mouth. Okay, so as soon as you get the bobber moving, set the hook and reel it in, and make sure you have a net to catch the fish. Otherwise you might lose it all the way by the shore. You might lose the fish. So basically we have the bobber. I'm going to show you how to cast it out. So use 1/4 ounce of weight. For you to cast a lot, if you use lots of weight, it won't do the trick. 1/4 ounce of weight, and the bobber, you can use any kind of bobber, doesn't matter. And very light line to connect your hook. I'm gonna just show you one demonstration. Cast it out. Make sure your bobber is pointing upwards. And look at me. Keep reeling slowly, slowly. Keep reeling slowly, slowly, slowly. Don't leave it there. Keep reel that in, okay? Find out the depth. I already set the stopper. Then reel that in. Don't let it sit there forever. And you have to do that. Look at the shake, guys. Always make sure you have the bobber just jerking like that. Keep doing the same thing. And once the fish takes the hook, set it and reel it in. And what happens? Set the hook, reel it in, and you can always also catch perch. Okay, so whitefish, I'm targeting whitefish, and you can catch. Shake it, guys, shake it. This is good for pike, walleye, grass carp, anabas, rohu, katla, whitefish, anything. Anything that consume a worm as their food. So what I want to tell you guys, don't spend too much money on buying dew worms for catching perch. Don't buy too much money on lures catching whitefish. Don't spend too much money on pop-up lures like making food for the carp. Just if you have one size 8 hook and if you have a copper wire at home, that will do the tricks. $2, maybe RS100 in India, and that will do. So guys, practice that one. You will be fine. If you have any question, please don't forget to comment on my video. Okay, stay tuned.
Đó, mỗi lần tôi được cá là tôi nhớ cho anh nha. Nhớ thì sao có được nha. Nhớ chữ là nhớ gì? Nhớ tình nghĩa không tặng cho tôi không phải một cái. Không câu quá chừng hỗ trợ mới cho một cái lưỡi. Lưỡi cho hầm hoài chơi đi. quá. Của em đâu không được thoải mái, em thấy không? Của anh giật anh mới thoải mái, em không có bị em giật thẳng tay luôn à, nó mát luôn à, nó thoải mái. Phải nhiều khi em bị mấy lần rồi, em bị cái đó rồi cái lưỡi cái này nó đứt.
Tôi không có, tôi hỏi không đó anh.
Không có là nãy không có là có, giờ có là không có.
Có mà đối với người ta không ăn nhầm nữa đó. Không bằng cái số lẻ hoài vậy đó. Tiền vô tôi điện tử không đâu.
Rồi anh lại đi.
Kêu rồi nó nó không tới sao
là đẳng rồi nó cũng vô rồi.
thì chắc đẳng vô rồi. Nó có 2 con à.
Hai con mà chứ anh lại không lại dễ gì. Rút ngoài hụt rồi, rút nó chạy vô trong dính luôn đó. Rút dính đó.
Oh shit. Rớt luôn. Nó dãy thôi. Được cũng được. Vừa vẫn được, vừa nổi lên cái lại đất của nó ướt đất của mình. Hay nó giật là dính mỏ không á.
So the limit. Thank you. Baby.
Dạ, mỗi lần tôi bị cá là tôi nhớ tới anh luôn à. Nhớ làm sao mới được nha. Nhớ chửi là nhớ gì? Nhớ tình nghĩa không tặng cho tôi. Nhớ tình nghĩa không phải là nhớ không câu quá chừng bây giờ không có cho mình cái lưỡi. Lưỡi cho hầm hoài không này chơi kỳ. Ghê quá. Em xả máy anh thấy không? Của anh giật anh mới xả máy em không có bị em giật thẳng tay luôn à. Nó mát luôn à, nó xả máy. Thả nhiều khi em bị mấy lần rồi, em bị cái đó rồi cái lưỡi em cái dây nó đứt.
So guys, this is the setup for white fishing and I hope you guys really liked it. If you have any question, please don't forget to make a comment. I will take all these questions individually and I will send you message. I will comment back as soon as I get the message. So that's the perch, guys.